Every empire has a breaking point, and every legend has a comeback. From billion-dollar blunders to insane turnarounds, these are the 10 wildest business bounce-backs you've ever seen. Watch closely, because the last one will change the way you see failure forever.
In the year 2000, Netflix offered to sell itself to Blockbuster for just $50 million. At the time, Blockbuster was king. 9,000 stores, nearly $6 billion in revenue. Netflix, just a DVD mail-order service. But when Netflix made the offer, Blockbuster's CEO laughed them out of the room. Fast forward a decade. Blockbuster files for bankruptcy. Netflix, worth over $250 billion. One decision, one refusal, a missed opportunity that killed a giant. Never underestimate a disruptor, especially when they're solving a problem you chose to ignore.
Everyone knows Starbucks, but almost no one knows how close it came to dying. In 2008, Starbucks had a serious problem. They had expanded too fast. Thousands of stores. But the quality? Gone. The soul? Missing. Customers started leaving. The coffee experience felt cold. The brand lost $15 billion in value, and it was only getting worse. Then, something unexpected happened. Howard Schultz, the founder, returned, and he made a move no one saw coming. He shut down 7,100 Starbucks stores, all at once. No sales, no coffee, no profit. Why? To retrain every barista, to bring back the art of making coffee, to rebuild the soul of the brand. That one day cost millions, but it saved the company. The coffee got better, the vibe came back, customers returned, and Starbucks bounced back, stronger than ever. Today, Starbucks is worth over $100 billion, because one man chose values over profit. Sometimes, shutting down is how you level up.
Lego was this close to collapsing, but no one saw it coming. In the early 2000s, Lego lost focus. They went wild, theme parks, video games, even clothes. But all that expansion nearly destroyed them. By 2003, Lego had lost $300 million. They were weeks away from going bankrupt. Then a former McKinsey consultant stepped in, Warren B. Constock. His first move got the fluff. No more theme parks, no more distractions. He brought Lego back to basics. Just bricks, creativity, and kids. By 2015, Lego was the most profitable toy company in the world. The lesson? Growth without focus kills, but clarity? That saves empires.
Apple fired Steve Jobs and nearly went bankrupt without him. In 1985, Jobs was forced out of Apple, the company he built from his garage. The board thought he was too emotional, too reckless, too much of a visionary. Without him, Apple lost its soul, sales dropped, products failed. By 1997, they were weeks away from total collapse. Then, they brought Jobs back. He launched the iMac, then the iPod, then the iPhone. And just like that, Apple bounced back, bigger than ever. From fired founder to the face of a $3 trillion empire, never bet against the one who built it.
She was rejected over 100 times. No one believed a design tool for non-designers could work. But Melanie Perkins had a vision. Design should be simple enough for everyone, not just pros. So, she pivoted. Instead of chasing investors, she built a solution for teachers and students who struggled with complicated tools. That tool became Canva. While Adobe focused on the elite, Canva focused on everyone else. Fast forward, 150 million users, a $40 billion valuation. Built from the ground up with zero excuses. When the big guys ignore the little people, that's your opening.
In 2014, Nintendo was losing nearly $500 million, and the Wii U was a disaster. After the Wii's record-breaking success, its follow-up sold just 13 million units. Competitors were crushing them, and fans thought Nintendo was finished. Then, a new strategy. Instead of competing on power, Nintendo doubled down on what made them unique, fun, family-friendly innovation. In 2017, they dropped the Nintendo Switch, a home console you can take anywhere, and they revived legends Zelda, Mario, Pokemon like never before. The Switch sold over 139 million units, Pokemon Go brought millions of new fans, and Nintendo went from a $456 million loss to billions in profit. You don't have to beat the competition at the game, win by changing the game entirely. FedEx was days away from shutting down. In 1973, the company had just $5,000 left in the bank, not even enough to fuel their planes. Founder Frederick Smith needed $24,000 fast or FedEx was finished. So he took the last $5,000 to Las Vegas. He bet it all on blackjack and won $27,000. That cash kept the planes flying for one more week, just enough to secure new investor. Today, FedEx is worth over $60 billion thanks to one risky trip to the casino. Would you have bet it all? BlackBerry ruled the world and then vanished. In the 2000s, BlackBerry was the ultimate power phone. Secure email, iconic keyboard, and in the hands of president and CEOs. Then came the iPhone. BlackBerry laughed, said people would never give up keyboards, sales collapsed, stock tanked. In 2015, they launched the BlackBerry Prep, Android OS, touchscreen, and slide-out keyboard. Bold, but too late. Apple and Samsung ruled the market. The Prep flopped. BlackBerry quit making phones. Lesson: in business, either fast or die slow. Netflix once made a mistake so bad, they lost 800,000 customers in just 3 months. In 2011, they split DVD rentals and streaming into two companies, Netflix and Quickster. Prices went up, customers were confused and furious. The result? Netflix stock crashed almost 80% and people thought it was the beginning of the end. But instead of hiding, Netflix admitted their mistake, killed Quickster and bet everything on streaming, launching original hits like House of Cards. That pivot didn't just save Netflix, it made them the king of global entertainment. 1997, Apple was weeks from bankruptcy, and their savior, Microsoft. They had lost $1 billion in a year, their products flopped, and the stock was tanking. Steve Jobs had just returned, and his first big call was to Bill Gates. Microsoft invested $150 million, promised Office for Mac, and kept their software compatible. Fans were shocked. Apple's rival had saved them. That lifeline gave Jobs time to create the iMac, iPod, and the iPhone. Today, Apple's worth $3 trillion. Proof that sometimes you win by shaking hands with the enemy.
Failure isn't the finish line, it's the launch pad. These 10 comebacks prove that the biggest mistakes can fuel the greatest victories. Which one hit you hardest? Drop it below. And if you want more untold stories of businesses that refused to die, hit that subscribe button. Next episode, we expose a company that turned a disaster into $1 billion empire. You won't believe it.